Hi guys, welcome to Souls Know Evolution. Thank you so much for taking the time to join me. This is going to be your timeless daily divination for whenever it is that you are tuning in. We are pulling a card from the Earth Magic Oracle by Stephen Farmer, I do believe is his name. So we're going to get one of these cards to set the theme. We'll grab some charms, some letters, and then we'll read the description of this out the book. So these are very, very, very general readings. They're specific in terms of what I'm saying, but they're general in terms of they're not going to be for everybody every day. So please only take what does resonate from the message and leave the rest. So a card for the collective for today. Oh, it didn't come out. I'd rather it actually fall out. Card, there we go. Card for the collective. Ooh, we have lightning power. Fantastic. And look at the bottom of the deck. We've got shaman, ancient healing wisdom. Right, okay. So to me, I'm instantly getting like, this is some sort of like the tower moment. We see the bolt of lightning hit the top of the tower in the traditional tarot. And I'm, in this instance, seeing this as an awakening, an epiphany. This is some sort of intervention, but on a intellectual or crown chakra level. Right, I'm just going to put this down a minute because I want to talk about the tower. I want to talk about the tower, and let me see if I can find the deck. Yeah, I have it. Right, this is going back to the traditional Rider-Waite tarot. Let me just look for this, but as I'm looking, I can see it. There we go, here we go. This is the lightning that I wanted to talk about. It hits the top of the tower, and it's really funny because the fact that it's come out with the ancient healing wisdom, that crown at the top of the tower, we usually associate crowns with royalty, especially, I'm from the UK, so we have a monarchy here, as in, you know, good old bloody, what's her name, Liz, the Queen, and obviously her descendants, her lineage. And there's been a lot of hype, a lot of drama, a lot of stuff going on within the royal family in the last couple of years. Well, forever, to be perfectly fair. But anyway, like I say, we generally consider this crown as belonging to, you know, those privileged few who are, you know, ascendants of or entitled to some sort of royal position within that monarch family. I want to dispel that bullshit here today. Because this crown is representative of your crown chakra. And as I've spoken about many a times in the readings on this channel, your crown chakra is at the very top of your head. And it speaks about your connection to universal energy. It's your connection to spirituality. It's your connection to your higher consciousness, your higher mind. It's intelligence. It's deep thought. It's knowing. Linked very much to your third eye chakra. So as I say, this lightning bolt is an epiphany. It's a shift in perspective. It's things happening in your external world that sometimes they crumble, they fall, they disintegrate, they fall apart. But as a consequence of you having an awakening or seeing that things need to change. So we all inherit this crown. It doesn't matter if you belong to the, what are they called, Mountbattens, the Mountbattens of Britain, or any other, you know, royal family in Europe or wherever they're still existing. I don't really know. Because we have this ancient healing wisdom, like I say, we all come from, it's going to sound crazy, but we all come from royal lineage in our own way. It doesn't have to be in the way that we now perceive it to be. But there's ancient wisdom through your bloodline, through your DNA, through your ancestry that you can access. But it requires, like I say, for you to step into your power, for you to connect with universal energy, for you to connect with your higher consciousness, the collective consciousness, which is what I'm doing now. It's for you to connect with your intelligence. It's for you to open, realign that chakra. So like I said, the information that wanting to come in from the ethers can, you know, make its way to your crown. And it's the more that we're connected to this energy, or the more that we allow ourselves to be connected to this energy, that our crown chakra is open. We receive messages, we receive downloads, we are able to tap into, like I said, this ancient wisdom, healing energy, And it's not just from you. Like I say, you're connecting to your lineage. You're connecting to your bloodline. And whatever it is, everybody's bloodline is going to have different gifts, different abilities. You know, they're going to have different things to offer. So it feels as though you're being encouraged to step into your power in whatever way, shape or form that takes for you. May not look the same as me, may not look the same as the next person, but do not think that you are not connected to or do not have access to whatever your own gifts actually are. Right, I don't know where and why I felt the need to do that, but I did. So let's get some charms. I've just stopped questioning it now. It's like, well, it's there, so I'm going to say it. It comes so rapidly. It's so strange. Ooh. And it's so funny. I don't know if that is a bee, but I'm seeing that as that queen bee. We've just spent all that time talking about lineage and family, ancestry and the queen. Right, and then we've got 4 discs. That may be significant. Let's keep going. And then a fox. So only 2 animals today. So we have the graduation coin. And then we have a coin that says, I will hold you in my heart until I hold you in heaven. Then we have a coin that says, teachers like you are special and few. And then we have the Hogwarts charm. And it's so funny, if we take those 3 out, all 3 of these are related to teaching or education. We've got graduation, and to me, graduation is successful completion of a course of study. It could be in the education, system, or it could be life lessons. But there's some sort of learning, there's some sort of growth, there's some sort of, as I was saying, wisdom, intelligence, higher consciousness connection that you have either gone through or you're in the process of going through that will allow you to graduate to the next level. Then we have reference to here, teachers like you are special and few, and then the Hogwarts charm, which is all about a group of kids that go off to school, a boarding school, to go and learn magic, which is basically all what I've been saying about opening your flipping crown chakra. So that is just blowing my mind. So there's something here about this queen bee for you to step into your power, to graduate from an old cycle. Some of you may be looking for a teacher, a spiritual teacher, a mentor. It doesn't have to be in the realm of spirituality, even though indirectly I think everything is kind of linked to our spirituality. But you may be looking to acquire a new skill and maybe require to learn something. I'm not going to say go back to school, because it's not always about you actually going to school. And then we've got, I will hold you in my heart until I hold you in heaven. So as I mentioned about, well, have I turned it over? No. Your ancestry, your connections to your lineage, those that have passed, those that have walked the path, not of your life, but walked a path of their own life that allowed you to to put you in the place for you to walk your own path. It almost feels that there is a need to sort of pay homage, I don't know where this is going, to your ancestry or the lineage that you have come from in some way. For others of you, as I mentioned in a couple of readings back, there may have been somebody in your physical world that has passed over, that you may be in grief over. And it's just a reference from them saying that they will hold you in your heart. Well, either way, you could be feeling as though, you can't wait to be able to connect to them in the spirit world again, but they're also holding space for you. And it almost feels as though they're wanting you to connect to this crown chakra so that you can, whilst you're here in the 3D, connect to them. Whether it's through signs, synchronicities, whether it's through downloads, receiving messages. As I mentioned before, I don't want to go over it again, but they're physically gone, but their essence, their energy, their, like I said, higher consciousness is still accessible to you, but you have to raise your vibration to be able to be, a frequency match to it. Therefore, you can connect with them. If this is making any sense. And then I saw the fox, which to me is usually like, it's usually like a deceptive, sly, foxy kind of energy. I don't know if I'm feeling it like that in this instance, though. Generally, foxes only come out at night, and we only see the lightning at night as well. and once the sun's gone down. So there may be a fear of darkness here. But without the darkness, you can't see the light. You know, it'd be great to live in a world where no bad things happen, but that is just not a reality. You know, we only know what good is because we know what bad is. We only know, like I say, what light is because we know of darkness, and you can't get rid of the light. Light is always there. And it's like we need the light so that we can see in the dark. So like I said, there may be not a fear of the dark as in like you're scared of switching off light, but stepping into the unknown. Like I said, connecting to things that you can't tangibly see here in the 3D. I was kind of fearful starting on my spiritual journey. As aware as I've always been in this realm or in this world, for me to actually step into it, I was very fearful, and not just of what I was going to experience, what I was going to see, what I was going to hear, but also how other people were going to kind of, you know, take that, interpret that, and be like, oh, she's working with darkness and, you know, she's connected to the devil. People can believe what they want to believe, because all I know is that through doing this healing work and helping you guys, it's helped me so much. I've spoken to you guys before about me being born in darkness, and if it wasn't for my connection to source, to spirit, to my ancestors, to higher consciousness, my higher mind, I wouldn't be where I am today. I wouldn't have been able to navigate the path that I've walked without that energy. So I don't want anybody else to be fearful of it, or what other people are going to say, because they're always going to talk about something. And I don't know where that came from. But they are. They're always going to talk about something. And like I say, it's allowed me to step into and walk in my integrity. And there's nothing more beautiful or nothing more pure than than walking in your integrity. And I'm laughing because I can see BLT, a bacon, lettuce and tomato sandwich. And that's got nothing to do with anything. Right, okay, let's get some letters and read this out the book. And that was the most random message today. I don't even know if I really gave any guidance or linked that to anything that's going on in your world, but it was a message that needed to be heard, so it is what it is. Right, you've got lots of ease. Right, okay, these are your letters. So, yeah, like I said, I can see bacon, lettuce and tomato sandwich. I can see... I can see words, but I can't really link them or relate them to, like I said, what it is that I'm seeing in the cards or from the charms. But like I said, there may be a course of study that you're on. You need to accept, find a teacher, learn more about something, which is going to help you step into your power. And that could be something very 3D. It doesn't have to be something spiritual, but for some it will be. But yeah, there's a teacher out there. What's the saying? When the student is ready, the teacher will come. So there are people that you can connect to, there's information that you can gather and gain and knowledge that's going to help you to stand in the fullness of who you are. Right. Power. The power available to you, the force of life itself, is neutral. It's neither inherently good or bad. And how weird, I was talking about the dark and the light. Exactly, it all has to coexist. We wouldn't be able to reference one if we didn't know what the other one was. So how can we put one above the other? You know, we don't want to hear that, and we don't want to really consider that. But that is really the way that it is. It's how we utilise it that will determine whether it's ultimately harmful or life-giving and congruent with the will of that spirit. Congruent with the will of spirit that pulses through you. What is required is awareness of your intention, your values, and your willingness to act on them under particular circumstances of your inquiry. Although you may see yourself as using this power for good, do not allow yourself to get caught up in the duality of good and bad in determining your decisions and actions. Through prayer or ceremony, you can tap into this spiritual force, and by paying close attention to Spirit's prompting, your choice will be ultimately revealed to you, one that is beyond your typical perspective. From there, you can continue to access this divine power that is the very force of driving the universe. Yeah, there's something about you connecting to, whether it's your own inner shaman, or if you've had like that shamanic ancestry in your lineage, or accessing some sort of healing modality or tapping into ancient wisdom. You can see my Egyptian goddess here. You know, there's so many ways that we can feel connected to or tap into a higher level of consciousness. So don't fear it. And like I say, it's all about our intention behind what we're doing. And there is no good and there is no bad. But if you're, like I say, you're stepping from a place of integrity and of pure heart, and you're not willfully doing anything to be malicious, other people may interpret it how they want to interpret it. That's on them. That's their choice. But, you know, you keep your heart and your spirit pure, and you can access this in the way that I am. Right, that was, I don't even know if that made any sense, but that's it, I'm done. Have a fantastic day, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.